Welcome to Random Things I Built on a Saturday evening, where it's neither Saturday nor is it an evening. These are basically just creations that I've made with the first pieces I can find on my table with no rhyme or reason, and yeah, I just went with the flow, and here are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different creations. Without further ado, let's get right into it. This first one is probably the most coherent build and also the one that I like most. So basically, I just took the tiger set and yeah, just built this monstrosity of a creature. I started off with the head, and as you can see, it has no eyes, but it uses a lot of cool curve pieces along with some studs not on top techniques. As you can see here, a bunch of brackets, and yeah, the mouth can move up and down. And I think it's a pretty seamless transition. Onto the body, it's split into two different sections. So you can see the first part is just the front half with the head on a ball joint so it can turn up and down, left and right. And the second half is just the back section with also the legs. Here is the back section. It's pretty simple. I just wanted to make it look good all around. And here are some of the ball joints that connect to the arms, basically like the shoulders here. Now onto the arms, I guess, because it doesn't have any feet. So basically, at this point, I was kind of running out of orange pieces, so I decided to add more details using the white pieces. Also, a bunch of random brackets in order to fill in empty gaps here, like here. And also on the back, in order to, yeah, this is super messy. And a bunch of different colors. But, you know, the legs still work, move back and forth. It can stand up like this looking pretty menacing. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this guy. Pretty cool in my opinion. Now next up, we have this knockoff Poppy Playtime kind of guy. Now the head is probably the most interesting part and also the one that I started off with. So as you can see, the eyes and mouth are all pieces borrowed from the tiger set again. And there is a Travis brick in the middle with 6 different ports to connect to the neck and also 4 different sides. And also the top of the head with just a red translucent brick. It has this kind of a neck with a rim piece from a Lego car. And this kind of reminds me of like a Jack-in-the-Box kind of thing. Because, you know, you wind up that box and then this kind of goofy looking head pops out with this super long spring-loaded neck. And yeah. And I used some of these web pieces for the arms. And some lanky black legs. As you can see, there is a heart, a pink heart in the middle to represent, you know, his heart. And on the back, just a star. I feel like this is a pretty cool looking guy that kind of is just a puppet. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of this one. This next one is particularly interesting because he uses its main piece from this stormtrooper right here, RIP. Anyways, it's from the pauldron, and I've been wanting to make this pauldron kind of like the shell of a bug. But yeah, here is a pretty simple type of build. I know bugs are supposed to have like 6 legs instead of 4, but I really don't care. As you can see on the bottom, it uses some of these black sausage pieces to kind of make that curve for these 4 main black legs. And it's connected through these 2 clip pieces. And yeah, it's pretty simple. It connects on pretty well, as you can see. And on top, it kind of looks like a beetle, because yeah, it has kind of these like horns on top. And overall, this looks pretty clean, and yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with this. This next one is just a fat Minecraft cow. Basically, before I made a Chad skeleton using the Minecraft skeleton head. And then I had this Minecraft cow, right? But I had to use the pieces of its body to make Freddy from Five Nights at Freddy's. So basically, I was left with this Minecraft cow head, and I wanted to make something with it. So, yeah. I made this weird looking fat cow. And you can really tell that I was running out of brown pieces and also good looking white pieces, especially those curves. So, which is why this looks really, really messy, I guess. But yeah, this took like, what, 10 minutes to make? And overall, you know, it looks like a cow. And that's what it's supposed to be. The stumpy feet can move up and down. But yeah, that's about it. Finally, we have two shark builds. Specifically, the great white and the hammerhead. Starting off with the great white, I start off with this dorsal fin I stole from the Millennium Falcon. And I just started winging it, basically. This took me like 20 minutes to build, I think. And yeah, it's not very smooth or anything. It's just very simple plates stacked upon each other. The most basic shark you'd ever see. But surprisingly, the size is pretty accurate. Just use a bunch of minifigures laying by its side. Yeah, attributed to its actual real life size, and it's pretty accurate. And as you can see, there's a bunch of teeth up front and also a red tongue. Now the second shark is the hammerhead. This was considerably easier to make. As you can see, it's a lot smaller than the actual great white, but employs the same techniques used. It's just a bunch of basic bricks stacked upon each other, has a smaller dorsal fin, and it also has this hammer-like build using this type of ring piece. And the tail uses it has the same size tail as the great white. And on top it's one stud wide, and on the bottom is two stud wide to just give it more of like a width, I guess. And yeah, these two sharks, pretty simple. And I guess the main reason, now I'm thinking about it, the main reason I made these was so that this guy could have a tasty meal and also, I guess, not feel so lonely by itself. And this build was actually something that I actually put effort into, unlike these two random looking sharks. So you should watch that video where I showcase this sea monster. It's pretty cool. Overall, I think the main takeaway is to just go out and just find random pieces and start building. And it doesn't matter if it's good or bad, because it can turn out half decent like this guy, or it can turn out disastrous like this cow. But it doesn't really matter, because in the end, you still learn some valuable lessons, and you can take that forward into builds that you are actually motivated to do. Actually, you know what? I think the real lesson here is that you should like and subscribe, and watch my other videos that actually have effort put into them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.